Hi there, I'm just going to give a quick demonstration of Crefiya, what it is about, and we'll go through the user interface so that you get to see the various functionalities. Um, Two things you need to know up front with this application is it doesn't require any installation. It runs in your browser. You create your account, you log in, and you're good to go. For the launch version of the application, you don't need to pay anything. You can use the application forever if you don't need AI support. If you need AI support, then you have to pay, for the tokens that you're going to use, and that's obviously because I have to pay for those AI backend infrastructure so that you can get to experience the support from AI. Okay. So let us say now that you want to actually see what I'm seeing, when interacting with the application. So I have a very simple setup. I've got one web browsers and one web browser and two tabs. One tab is the one that I'm using for the recording, and the other tab I'm going to share so that you get to see what the interface looks like. Okay, so the first thing I'll do is I click on a little icon to share my screen, and I'm going to click on the Crefiya tab, and there it is. And now we have, what you're seeing in the main uh, region here of the application is basically, what's I am seeing in the second tab. I'll be actually working in the second tab so that you can see what the application looks like. So you see that here you have at the lower on the lower bar you have like a menu, and I'm going to load to open it up, and you can see basically what you can do if you are not using the AI functionalities. So for now, just assume that you are just going to use it as a simple teleprompter. So you type in your text in here, and if you have images, you can load your images, and you can click on the images when you need to interact with them. And you press on record. That's the record icon, and then you record your video. You've got other interesting, um, let's say, additional functionalities that we are going to explore soon. The one thing, maybe since this is up, that I want to say is that we did spend some time trying to work on supporting people with various types of voice input capabilities. Um, so that's usually very complicated. I don't think even I've been able to master this, all the ins and outs of audio processing. But what I've done is that I tried to give presets, for various types of voices. If you have a very soft voice, you just click on it, and it's going to allow you to boost your voice level without causing too many uh, problems. To put simply, this is quite a complex topic, so we don't have much time to go into the compression algorithms and things that go into trying to smoothen the audio out. Um, there's the other thing that's interesting is that, like I said, you don't need to use OBS with this application, and I think that was a big friction point for me. This appeared here only because I have OBS installed on my machine. Okay, so let's open this up. So what's in there? You've got firstly this text box in here, and you can speak your, let us say you're brainstorming. You want to say something about some topic, and it's just a stream of thoughts coming out. You click on this, and then you keep speaking, and the texts are going to be transcribed, and it's going to appear here. You can generate a title for it. If you want to save on credits, AI credits, you just put in your title, you select your duration, etc., and the language you want the podcast to be in, um, the target audience level, etc. So all that is very simple, and you can pick your models. And if you want to create like a presentation based on that's grounded in real world data, you can select grounded, and then you generate your script. Here, when you click here, you find that you have the ability to store all your podcasts in the cloud, and here it's a long list of things that I wrote, created, developed a long time back. So let's pick one that we are going to play with. Okay. So what happens is that your pictures that you used for this presentation is going to appear. If you are using it without the AI functionalities, you can upload your own pictures, your own YouTube thumbnail, but do know that you have the capability to actually, create your own thumbnails. So if you want to appear in the thumbnail, you upload your picture, the picture of your face, and you have different, styles that you can pick from. Um, you can create your own custom styles. That's another, you know, powerful functionality. Um, for example, I like whiteboards. Those explanations on whiteboards. So you have one option here that you can click, and if you how these are generated is also very streamlined. So when you have generated the script and you're happy with it, and you want to illustrate something, you just select the portion of the text that you want to be visualized, and it's going to generate the whiteboard content for you. um, you can also create your own voice styles, and you know and use that. And there are some special effects. It's not really special effects, but I thought that I would create things that I always wanted to have. For example, let us say I want to talk about a complex topic. So of course the video is not going to record any of those what's happening here. It's got a recording preview that's going to tell you exactly what's going to be saved in your final video. So it's got like this staging area where you get to see what's going to be saved for your podcast, for your video log, for your vlog or whatever. All right, so let us say now I want to talk about something. I'm going to load a slide, and well, this second PIP has popped up because coming from the second. Let's see how I can hide this first. All right, let me hide it. Okay, I'm going to hide this one so that there's much less noise on the screen, and then I'm going to go back to a view where we can see how these function. So when you record this video, for the first time, and you want the users to actually be exposed gradually to the content. Okay, let us say you're speaking about the topic, which is universal high income, and you want to write and present your ideas, And instead of just pushing the whole slide up, you could, if you want, just start talking and revealing things as you speak. If you want to start with the premise that cheap software is going to have a huge impact on everything else, then you start talking and start revealing. It's as if you are drawing on the board and you're actually talking. So that's if you can see what's being what the in fact what you're seeing on screen is exactly what uh, what would be recorded for the video. Okay, so in this case, I am revealing, for example, physical production constraints that would actually make the kind of abundance that's usually talked about in the age of hyper automation, you know, very unlikely. That's because you always will end up with, the problem of allocation of resources. Okay, so that's just an effect that I like personally. That's why I made it, and I hope you find it useful. Um, the other thing is that there are various different types of presentation techniques. One is, for example, where you want to have like a split screen and you want to show different aspects of a bigger picture. Um, or you can lots of functions. You can zoom in things and focus on things, etc. Obvious stuff. All right. And what else do we have? If we go back and close this, and let us say now we want to go to something that I call a bullet mode. So I'm going to just give me a sec here. Click on the sharing again. All right. So how I got this bullet mode is by clicking on this special icon here. So what happens in this case is that when I am, you know, checking out my teleprompter and reacting to it and talking, you can see that on the left, what's happening. Let me move this to the right so that you can see. You can actually you will let me hide this because I know it's difficult to see what's popping up on the left, but hopefully the video is going to capture it. So when you are speaking, the main bullet points is actually popping up on the left. So let me hide the text so that you can actually see here all the main points that actually just coming up as you are talking about various topics. All right, so that's the kind of functions that you will have, and you will have access to your data at all times, even if you don't pay for the AI credits, because we really want people to see that it's possible to use AI to support your blogging needs and not force you to engage in slop. Okay, um, so that's one of the main things that I wanted to maybe suggest. So whenever people talk about AI for creating content, it's not always for creating slop. It's for supporting what you have to say. Anyway, so if you want to try this application, just check it out, and you'll find that the prices are reasonable, and the only reason the price exists is because we have to pay for the LLMs that are being used. Um, you all the data that you created, of course, you own the IP, and you're able to download all of them, and nothing will stay on our servers, etc. Basic stuff. All right. So thanks for your attention. Hope you got an idea of what this application is and what it does and its various capabilities. And I will keep on listening. And if there are any changes, it's very easy to make changes now to applications. Um, all right. So thanks for your attention. Bye.